it to start streaming too. So many people get the notification and jump in. Because that's how Conan did it. Hey guys, it didn't take y'all long to show up. Hey Oklahoma. Yeah, I gotta bear with me. I got a lag like you wouldn't be. That's, oh wow. Trying to figure out how to say this. What do you call it? Yeah. I think Lakes was on a roll. He like said all the stuff that I want to say but too scared to. Yeah. They're about. Whose alarm is going off? She don't need to be. Sorry. Household stuff fish.
I don't know.
Because she's weird. Anyway,
I'm guessing it's time to do her makeup when she goes to work.
Probably. Oh, did he get stuck doing one of those big flyby thing or flyover things again? We ain't got nothing but a bunch of people can't stay on their side of the road around here today. How many wrecks did you see or whatever? 3. You know, all of them was bad. Sorry, picking up something to fiddle with, so not threatening anybody. I really want to take this outside and cut something, but I have absolutely nothing to cut with it. As the title said, why primitive skills? I know y'all are running behind a little bit, so I'm going to ask the question and then rattle on about something else, and then I'll look and see what y'all say. Why do y'all think that we need, and do y'all believe that we need primitive skills? You know, i.e., making our own rope, making fire without a Bic lighter, or even a ferro rod, because they don't last forever. You get one, you drop one in a bucket of water and it doesn't last any time at all. Yes, yes. We don't have too many of those here, the audio pedestrian things. And that's a trend that I have been noticing that's bothered me a little bit, is that people really are, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are pushing prepper tech as opposed to any kind of primitive skill. And that, to me, that's just silly. We need the primitive skills. I mean, if a worst case scenario happens, I mean, how many ferro rods do you have to keep to be able to start a fire with one for 10 years? Bic lighters don't last forever, even in the package. They just don't. This thing's scaring me. It's like super sharp. I'm afraid I'm gonna cut myself something. Find something else. Find a dull knife to play with. I'm gonna have to go to somebody else's house. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I found something. I can use my letter opener. It's dull as crap. All good. Okay. You know, you have some in Florida. I don't know about the Panhandle, but in Florida, there's some really good rope making weeds down there, and I'm not talking hemp either. I'm talking about those stupid weeds, those palm tree bushes or whatever, the ones that get 8 or 10 foot tall and 12 foot wide and take over everything. That somebody thought was a really good idea. Down there around Fort Myers and stuff, they got a bunch of those paper bark trees too. Palmettos, that's what I think that's what they call them, those little short palm trees or whatever. What's up, Rob? I tried the one thing that FLP talked about, that even the bow and we use the bow and the stick to make a fire. That crap's hard. I can do it, but my best time to date is an hour getting an ember. And it's an hour of hard work. I've yet to successfully do the drill thing where I use your hands. Because my hand gets to hurting too bad and I have to quit because it hurts. I've got some bamboo. I'm thinking about trying the bamboo thing, but I don't know. There's that. Hey, iDesert, I need to find out your name. I can't. That's too much stuff to have to say. And you know what? I think you say it in your videos. But I'm really bad at names. You can ask Leland up there how good I am at remembering names. I have to ask. I got like 4 or 5 names to call him. He just knows the answer to them. Sorry. I just got your text, Sergeant Smith. In case y'all wondering why I'm staring at my phone and not talking to y'all. Anyway. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, anyway. The NSA, according to my wife, they've been watching me for a long time. So, before I found YouTube, I was doing this on Facebook, like you wouldn't believe. That's cool, guy. And honestly, stuff like that, I can click the stop button and I can go do that. As a matter of fact, I could do that while we were talking. It'd just be a reason. I just threw this up there. I still haven't figured out how to set the time or whatever. I was just in I thought it was a tabletop exercise, but FLP did a deal, and he was like, it was a really good rant on a lot of things that people really need to be more willing to say and about the truth of it. And that's, you know, the primitive skill deals. There's a lot of guys coming out there and just making fun of it. Now, there's a lot of guys out there that are just, I mean, plain and simple, those big channels, they're trying to make money off prepping. And I really don't have a lot of use for the guys that are, you know, I don't hold it against them. That's their business. As long as they're selling something that you can really use. As long as it's not something like this, which the lighter is really cool. But the knife is a piece of crap. You know, it's no big deal. And it's, you know, I'm thinking about getting hooked up with Leland and doing a thing selling West S t-shirts. There's nothing wrong with trying to make some money off of what you do. But you've got to be open-minded about this. The resources are going to play out. That hey Leland, what's the name of that movie with the people living underground for forever, and they gotta like get the key from the mayor and go, and then they gotta go out the little boat, and then they gotta climb the stairs forever and come outside. 200 years after you go underground, there's not going to be any canned goods left. No, but Logan's Run's a good one too. I mean, the stuff they're finding out after not the movie, but the series, after they ran away, the stuff they kept finding out away from the city or whatever, it's not going to be there. You know, you might be able to find some grain or some corn or something like that, some wheat in a bucket that's still good or whatever. But you're not going to find no canned Spam that you can still eat 200 years after the deal. The peaches in that can are not going to be, they're going to be like mush. It's going to be peach mush. It's just silly. You know, 20 years maybe, and then we'll only get into all that, but I fully believe that primitive skills, and when I say primitive skills, I don't mean just making rope, you know, making fire with 2 rocks or 2 sticks or whatever, but taking a hammer and some burning wood, or taking 2 hammers of burning wood and taking a piece of steel you found laying there and turning it into a knife. That's going to be kind of a handy skill, I would think. another primitive skill, people don't think of it as a primitive skill. Taking a shovel, rotating the dirt, chopping it up, making little rows, putting seeds in it. Not water hose ain't gonna work. Hauling water in a bucket, watering each little seed, making it grow, turning dirt and sunlight and water, dirt, water, and sunlight into vegetables. That is a primitive skill. It's called gardening. We have lost almost every primitive skill out there. How many of us have tried to put a garden in? I got 2 tillers out there, I'm not gonna lie. But it's a lot of work to break the ground with a shovel and chop up all the clods, do all the mulching. Doing it all by hand is a lot of work. A lot. And the more people you got, the more work you got to put in. Now, granted, the more people you got, you can spread the work out. And there comes a breaking point where the amount of work going into the garden diminishes because you've got enough people to spread it out enough where now instead of everybody having to kill themselves just to get it to come up, you've got the stuff coming up. But then canning the vegetables. Canning the vegetables is a primitive skill. Making beef jerky or deer jerky or whatever, sugar cured a ham without the, you can't walk into UGG9 and go, "Yeah, I want one of them there honey cured hams." You have to honey cure that puppy yourself. No, Leland, we're talking about doing it without that because that stuff's not going to last forever. Smart aleck. That, I don't know, that'd probably be pretty, you wouldn't have to put no sugar on that one, Leland. That'd just be like, flicking a Bic is a skill. And just because you have a Bic lighter in your pocket does not guarantee you a fire in that pit. Knowing that you have to have kindling and paper and all that stuff, that's a skill. That's a primitive skill. Knowing the basic concept of little fire make big fire. That's a primitive skill. Just because you know that there's your ignition source does not mean that you don't have to know the rest of how to build a fire. There's going to be a lot of stuff around. But a knife, I mean, how many people, everybody in here does, but how many people actually have a clue how to use one of these? Oops. She fell or knocked something down. Not this one. Then you can get this piece junk off my desk. It's serrated. I don't even know why there's a serrated knife in my house. I just play with it. But, how many people actually know how to use one of these for something besides going, isn't that cool? Hey, you watch it. Don't make me have to run and hide in fear. That's not funny. Your mom's making fun of me.
Just do it. Sorry.
This. How many people actually know how to use a knife to do something they need to do? Yeah, you got scissors. That's great. You can cut something out with scissors. I use scissors all the time because I have them. But when the scissors wear out or the scissors break, do you have the physical dexterity to use your knife to do what you were doing with scissors? Have you practiced doing stuff with a knife? I mean, these things cut you when you're learning to use them. Can you hear the coyote, or just grab the other one, baby? It's got a full charge or whatever. Anyway. Primitive skills mean going back to the basics of being the human animal and being able to use your hands to do what you need to do. Hold on, what are y'all talking about over here? I'm missing out on good stuff. There's the man right there. You feeling better, brother? Dude, I've really enjoyed your stream tonight. You were like on fire. That's the FLP. Missed something up here though. I gotta. Spreading peanut butter with a knife is a skill. You'd be surprised how many people can't even make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You out here trying? Good night, brother. Oklahoma's close. I like going to Oklahoma. Who all's in here anyway? How many people? This was just gonna be one of those deals where I come on here and ran it and couldn't turn it off. That was my plan anyway. Kind of got tricked there. How's his wife doing? She's doing fine. She was being mean to me a while ago, like making fun of one of my. So now I can't talk. And I almost did it again. She said, anyhow. She says I say anyhow too much. So, and anyhow. She says that's my vocabulary. And anyhow. She's a very kind and loving woman. She doesn't ever ridicule me in public or private. Or nothing. But you wrote a poem for her? Dude, I dare you to put it on YouTube. Yeah, Letitia? Go back and watch it. It's worth it. Lakeisha. That's better than Shay LaShaw up there. Shalee LaShaw. He was in FLP's deal. I don't know, he's probably got something else going on. He's got a lot of people he follows and helps out and does things and everything. He's not in here, so I can say it without giving him a big head, but I mean, I really feel privileged when he jumps into my lobby. Just like old Finger Lakes up there. That's it's weird how they like take advantage of us and make fun of our big word, idiosyncrasies. Isn't that the right word for it? Yes, it is. I did not waste that student loan money. I think I actually learned that in high school, but that's besides the point. Not everything I learned in them books has gone to waste. I've actually started reading again. That ought to scare me. You know, besides the Queen's English, I've actually started reading, like, books. Yeah. The guy in woodshop told me no and asked me to reassign myself when I walked in with my project, and he said no. I was going to build a guillotine. Apparently that's not okay. So we built it at my house instead. It worked. We felt bad. I can't spell anything, Leland. You just stay out of this. There's one of the guys I watch out here, which y'all really need to go watch him. It's the Witted Beardsman. He's trying to come up with a t-shirt, and I have a really good idea for his t-shirt, but it's off color, so I can't submit it because, well, I'm a preacher, and it would be good though. He's got a lot of good ideas. If he gets, it doesn't matter which, so far of the ones I've seen, it doesn't matter which one that he chooses. I'm gonna buy one of those. I still need to get one of BA's. First, I gotta get like back to working all the time. Rob, FYI, finished with airport thing. You go catch. Did you find it, Smith? There's actually two things. One of them might not have been it. I know the one at towards the end. I know that was it. I was excited. I was like, oh, there it is. And then I went down and checked, and there was like a couple other people that saw it, but they put the wrong timestamp. I was like, seriously, you missed the timestamp by like 5 seconds. So, you know how to tell the difference between a Baptist minister and a Pentecostal preacher? The Baptist preacher is going to be driving a Ford because he doesn't have the faith to trust a Chevrolet. I love that. Primitive stuff really is important. I'm not really all that good at it. I can knock you a shelter together. I can do a lean-to. I can do a fire pit. I can even make mud stick together. But making mud stick together is not that easy. Oh. Yeah, me too. I used to, now I got one. But nugget update. Somebody really needs to adopt that pullet. She's a pullet. She ain't a rooster. But my wife ruined
Who?
the animal.
Who?
You did.
Who?
She let it stay in the house for months. She would let it get out and walk around and get up on her feet and sit on her lap, and she would feed it out of her hands, and now the chicken will not leave me alone. It's hard to walk when you have to get out and physically move a chicken away from your vehicle so you can back out of the driveway. It's a problem.
I guess you could just let her get in like she's trying to do.
But what am I going to do with her in the truck all day? She cannot ride to town with me. She can't sit in the truck. I guess I could build a pen and just let her cruise around in the back. That wouldn't be hard to explain to the world. What you got back there? Huh? My attack chicken. Which she does. Wow, Rob, you're like running way behind. Make it a guard chicken. Yeah. Yeah, tactical chicken. If I could afford it, I would buy one of those little GoPro deals. Have y'all seen the little wireless cameras you can get? Yeah. Like this big. Like the size of this cap. And, well, maybe a little longer. But it's little tiny batteries, hearing aid batteries that go on them. And then they got a little antenna that hangs off of them. The antenna's about that long. And they just got like that little microphone. Uh-oh. Anyway, they got a little microphone clip and you clip them on something. I think it would be cool to like put one of those on the chicken. Just live stream her. At least then I know where she sleeps. She disappears at night. I do not know where she goes.
The dog would like still should sleep with the dog, probably. She likes the dog.
Have you seen the way the sorry, talking to my Bluebird and the little bearded girls are the same hatch, right? Bluebird will sit down, and then not Gimli, but the other one that looks like her with the beard, gets up and sits in the middle of her back. And she just lets her. Your chickens are thrown off.
How about the little...
Alright, Jeep,
that rides
good
the
to see you.
goat?
Well, yeah, and then that other one rides the goat, I forgot. Yeah, everything around her makes all kinds of sense. Anyhow, I'm one of those guys, I think that the tactical or the gear stuff, I think it has a place and I think it's important. I'm a poor guy, okay? I live paycheck to paycheck, always have. I would really like to stop that. Not stop living, but stop the paycheck to paycheck thing. And so I've always like figured out ways to make do with my bug out bag or with firearms or whatever, until my son Leland there bought me that little 22 over there. I'd never in my life owned a new firearm. That's the first new firearm I ever owned. And I was okay with that. not griping. I mean, I love every old wore out piece of junk gun I got. My favorite one is my absolute oldest, most ugliest wore out gun ever. I should probably quit shooting it before it kills me. Was that the deal? You know, even if I add the technical stuff, I don't know that I would use it. I did finally find me a shoulder holster. I should have gone back to Walmart and get it. I've looked all over for a shoulder holster, and they have one at Walmart in the BB gun section for $12. It's for the BB gun version of my Beretta. And you know, Nina, that being broke thing is why you can figure stuff out, and it's why I can figure stuff out. It's why Leland can figure stuff out. It's why the wife can figure stuff out. It's, I'm not saying you got to be poor, but rich people hire people like us to think for them. And that's sad. That's, you know, you got these rich people hiring guys like us and gals, peoples like us, to build their SHTF bunkers. What I mean, this ain't the dark ages and beyond. I mean, they can't like cut our heads off and bury us under the foundation when they're done. But that's something else. Hey Bullfrog, OPSEC. There's a trend. I'm going to word this, try to be very politically correct in this. There is a trend in some areas of the prepping community to expand access to operational intelligence that has the potential to create dangerous situations in the event of an event. I don't want people in my community that are just in my community so they'll know where I live. Does that make any sense? If they're not talking about the same things I'm talking about, doing something along the lines of what I'm doing, you know, as in being prepared. We all get prepared in different ways. You know, some of us move into Arkansas from a real pretty state called Louisiana and build a little homestead, have some chickens and this, that, and everything else. Or Michigan, Louisiana. Anyway. Some of us may move out of town onto a small patch of dirt and get a few goats and a few chickens and start trying to figure out how to do raised bed gardens and raise sweet potatoes without the goats and the ducks eating them. We all go about it different, but we're all doing the same thing. We're trying to get ready in case somebody screws up. Somebody hits the big red button and turns everything off. Now then, if you're not the person that's actively involved in that, I don't want you knowing where my goats are. Got no business knowing where my goats are. Day 4 on World Without Rule of Laws thing. I don't want no 64 Impala rolling up the driveway unloading on me with no guns out the window killing somebody's grandma. Don't. It never hurts to reduce the cost of living. And you can ask my boy up there, I cannot, he asked me to go to Lubbock with him, and I don't know, I may change my mind or whatever. I hate going to town now. I can't stand going in them big towns. Just don't like it. I don't like the spirit that hangs out there. There's some of that holy roller coming out in me, I get. I don't like the spirit in the big towns. Then there's good people in big cities. But there's not as many good people as there is bad people. That was you? I thought I saw something. That's probably what woke me up. Man, you were flying. I didn't know you flew somewhere. I guess I missed something. I missed something somewhere. I was finishing up a video from Steve. And was it Steve? Hold on. Wait a minute. Nope. Dad. Anyway, somebody was making muffins. And I watched Steve Foco make rice again, more successfully than the first time. And then I was watching muffins, and then the notification come up that you were live. But I wanted to find out how the muffins came out. So, yeah, I was late. Muffins are important. Hope I got that right, yeah. Yeah. Muffins are good. I mean, think about it. The way he closed the deal up, it made all the sense in the world. It's a bad time. Everything's gone to pieces. The kids are freaking out. You can make it a horrible, scary time, or you can go out in the backyard, you can fire up your little prepper grill, and you can make muffins and make it a little camping trip, a little adventure. I was like, man, that's cool. Dad's got he's got a really good heart, and he is definitely a good dad. I mean, he's a good dad. Yeah, you put the lid on and then you disappeared, Rob. I was like, what happened? Where'd Leland get a barbecue tater at? Oh, is he still ragging you about that potato he sent you? Man, we got the best barbecue place in the state of Texas right here in our town. Well, not this, but in that town. It's like, oh, it's good. All right, later, Matt. Hey, thanks for the knife that I'm playing with. That I need to put down. That one's real sharp too. I'm gonna cut my finger with that. Oh, yeah. Um, the can I type in this thing? Yeah, I can. What do you call it? Blackland's what?
Blackland's Smokehouse.
Good night, FLP. Get you some rest. There's a eclipse on the 31st. Where are you going to be able to see it at?
Outside.
What part of the world? Not what, like inside or outside?
I was just trying to help.
It's for the West Coast. See, we don't get to see it. Maybe we'll get to see like a little bit of it. You know, we could get you a sampler platter, Smith, and then overnight it. It's just as good microwaved as it is fresh. Oh, it's good. You don't need a barbecue sauce. I mean, I do not know how to explain it. It is the only barbecue place I've ever eaten at where the barbecue sauce sits on the table and has no reason to exist. The meat is that good. The turkey, ho ho ho. Now they need to come up with a better supplier for the sausage. But that's because you can't get good German sausage anymore. Chickens, the ribs, oh, the ribs. Yep. Oh, they won't be able to. They'll video it. They'll like selfie it like that. Now I've eaten some barbecue that they shouldn't even be able to hang a sign out that says barbecue for sale. I mean, it's like it was soaked in grease. That place in Lubbock's pretty good too. It's not as good as Blackland's. Does that Fisher's place, do they make their own, Sergeant? How long have I been in here? 49 minutes. See, we used to, in, we can go 62, 65 miles north and buy some good sausage, but you got to drive 65 miles and it costs out the Gesonga beans. Night, Nina. I'm trying to type it whenever y'all say bye. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get off here. I just wanted like, cause it's seriously the primitive skills stuff is pretty big, and there's really not enough people out there doing the real primitive skills that we need to practice. I mean, yeah, making a shelter from twigs is important if that's all you got. But how many of y'all people can tie a knot? And I don't mean get married. I mean, how many of y'all people can tie a knot? Can do a half hitch, clove hitch, bosuns can. I mean, how many of you can tie a knot? I will, Desert, if High Desert, if I'm still up, I'll swing by. What are we talking about? Yeah, I need to. Anybody wants to, y'all should swing by the High Desert Pioneer live deal. He does like news, current events, and stuff like that, and chats about what's going on and everything. He's pretty cool. He's laid back. He's almost as laid back as me. Yeah, those kind of knots. What'd you do? Google them? Smoking. Leland lost my microphone. I don't know what to do with it. It's here somewhere. In this nuclear bomb death zone. I can tie my shoes and stuff. I can make a hangman's noose. I can make a few knots. I can make knots. I don't even know what they're called. The whole thing is, Lakeisha, got it. The one of the best classes I ever took in my life was macrame. The art of tying things into something. The use of string and knots to make something. I actually did a macrame vid and I lost it. I need to redo it. How many people can sew? I mean, there are so many different stitches out there. I was the youngest boy in the house. My mom went to quilting parties. My happy butt. Made flower pot hangers, brother. Not pots. But, made a hammock, made fishing nets, made a door curtain. I've made all sorts of stuff. There's stuff that, you know, a lot of the stuff I learned in macrame didn't wind up macrame, but I still use it. Yeah, sew it till it doesn't come apart. That's a good plan. A lot. But anyway, yeah. Stuff like that. I mean, sewing with a needle, not a sewing machine, but sewing with a needle and thread is a primitive skill. Um, Gapping the points on a pre 70 General Motors is a primitive skill. All these EMP guys, I mean, if you had an EMP approved vehicle, would you know how to set the dwell on your car? And see, that kind of stuff is something I'd really wish I hadn't let go. The the fancy braiding and stuff. I can do some of the basic stuff still, but it's you can make you a bed. It would take me forever to make the rope, but I could go out there and I could harvest the yucca, make the rope, do the macrame with it, and get my old snap, crackle, and poppy self up off the ground. And it'd probably take me a week, but in a week I could be off the ground. Yes, there's yucca in North Georgia. It doesn't look the same as here. The stuff we have here is like really deadly and pointy. And the plastic bag rope is the same. You use the same process as you do for the yucca. And you know that if you do it right, the plastic bag comes out just as strong as. Uh, just Google it. Down up there, it looks more like grass, girl. I've seen some guys making some rope out of it. They were doing it in northern Florida. And yucca grows all over the place. It grows up in or over in Nevada, where high desert is. It's like one of the most prolific. It's like cactus. It grows everywhere. It just the one that grows here doesn't grow there. And what you need to find out in Georgia, what is that? There's a weed. There's a weed that you can collect it. It grows all over the place. It's a total pain in the bus. But you wait till it dies or something like that, and then you get it, and then you soak it, and then you crush it up, and then you make your rope, and it's not as strong as yucca is just really strong. The downside to yucca is high from Tennessee, or high back to Tennessee. That's the downside to it is primitive rope is not as strong as the nylon and stuff like that, and it doesn't last forever. But as long as the plant's growing, you can keep replenishing it. And palmettos will make rope. You can actually make the inner bark off. I mean, it's not that good a rope, but you can make rope out of the inner bark of a cedar tree. Oh, sorry, I was trying to catch up on the thing on the side. It's so weird. I really, y'all all send me some messages or something, emails, whatever. We're gonna have to work this out and figure out how to get Arkansas, Oklahoma. Did we ever find anybody in New Mexico? Anyway, why ain't there no preppers in New Mexico? Maybe they don't got the internet over there. Maybe they're just smarter than us and just don't tell anybody. Anyway, I think it'd be cool to have a get together in a neutral location. Missouri's a jaunt. He meant 243. I'm sure. Bluest state in the West. I said hi, but I'll say it again. Horse 720. I think I might have said hi from Tennessee, but I meant hi back to Tennessee from where I'm at, which is another country. I'm in the Republic of Texas. It's kind of scary because literally, you know, it's frightful actually. That ain't never go to work because we done gave up too much of it. No, that's fine, guy. I might have been looking away, or when you're typing, it's hard to keep up. Not hating on nobody. My chopper. That's one of my early vids. I made that. I'm actually thinking about giving it away. My big,
Floppy hat.
not giving my hat away.
Oh, darn.
Not giving away my hat. I ain't wearing it right now though, am I?
The coffee?
The hat.
Oh, I thought you wanted to wear the coffee.
I don't want to wear the coffee either.
Oh.
But my chopper, I use it every day though, so I don't know if I could give it away. I don't know if it'll let y'all post links in here or not. Oh geez. The first hatchet I ever built, we got stuck at the lake and we were chopping cedars and stuff. Thank you, man.
I forgot to put sugar in it.
Oh, thank you. That's much better.
It's not very hot. The burner was off.
Oh, okay. But we were so excited that the car moved that we drove off and left the hatchet laying there. Went back to get it about an hour later, but it wasn't there. What are you trying to link to, Preacher? I don't. Let's see what happens. It doesn't give me the option to let you post them either, guy. I have no desire to jump in no frozen swimming pool. Everybody wants to know why I'm like so big on 22s, because for the weight of 325 rounds, I can carry 50 rounds, or I can carry 325 rounds. My math's not that good. Oh wait, yeah, that's a lot more bullets. Was that Army thing or Marine thing or whatever where you say grams equals pain? Something. Male dog. How's that chopper treating you, buddy? Yeah, that one. I just, whenever I catch ammunition, if I got the cash in my pocket and the ammunition's there, I buy it. I don't swipe my card for ammo. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it, dude. Yeah, I need to get off here. It's an hour and 9 minutes. And,
You said 3 times you were getting off.
yeah, I've already said it like 3 times that I was getting off here. It's where the water, yeah, the water is going to be cold. Anyway, good night all, and hope y'all have a good whatever weekend. That's true. They tell it you run it. Yeah. Love all you people. Let me move you. Glad y'all stopped by. If y'all don't mind, hit the thumbs up button on your way out, I guess. You can appreciate it. Y'all, oh, where'd it go? It's trying to. Somebody help Preacher figure out how to do the email and the YouTube thing. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here before I say anyway again, because I'm tired. God bless. Stay alive. Don't die. That's actually really, really, really important.